Race 6, the Illinois State Fair Colt Stakes for trotting fillies and mares age 4 and up. Win, play, show, exacta trifecta wagering. Here are the starters. Number 1, Vivacious Victory, owned by Bill Gross of Louisville, trained and driven by Cindy Anderson. Number 2 is Aerodan Dot, owned by Mary Schrage of Trenton, Illinois, trained by Morris Rockers, Dave McGee in the bike. Number 3, Brent's Filly, is owned by Gene Limkeman of Mount Sterling, trained by Harold Limkeman, Mike Brink in the bike. Number 4 is Never Jamie Sue, owned by Don McCoy of Gilson, trained by Mitch Erickson, Dean McGee, the driver. Number 5 is Heather Doreen, owned by Sam and Katie Duncan's Duncan Foundry and Machine Works Incorporated of Alton, trained by John Cisna. Tim Bredberg is up. 6, Courtney D, lease trained and driven by David Avenatti of Broadlands. Number 7, Jody's Pride, is owned by Michael Conti of Park Ridge, trained by Duncan Price, Steve Searle, the driver. Number 8, Queen Jackie, is owned by Enlow Management Incorporated of Keble, Kentucky, trained by Jason Enlow. The driver is Andy Miller. And number 9, Chancey's Willa, owned by Jody Peacock of Cantrell, Illinois, by Chancey Akers of Kenosha, Wisconsin, trained by Jody Peacock. The driver is Rick Schrock. We'll see if Cindy Anderson can join that list in a moment. Problems for Never Jamie Sue and for Brent's Filly, who are both off stride. Here they come for race 6. Jody's Pride is on a break. The rest are off and trotting. There goes Courtney D for the lead. Heather Doreen gets away second. Aerodan Dot is third. Vivacious Victory comes out racing in the 4th spot as they enter the first turn. Vivacious Victory quickly settles down toward the rail. They're being led by Aerodan Dot by only a head, and there goes Heather Doreen moving up around her to take the lead before the quarter. Heather Doreen is on top by a length. Aerodan Dot is second. Vivacious Victory third. Courtney D in good position fourth. 2.5 lengths back to Queen Jackie in fifth. 28-1 was the time for the opening quarter. Another 3 lengths back to Chancey's Willa, and here comes Vivacious Victory off the rail. Vivacious Victory moving up from third to second to challenge for the lead. Heather Doreen leads it by a neck. Now Vivacious Victory takes over before the halfway points. Aerodan Dot is racing third. Courtney D is fourth. 3 more lengths to Queen Jackie, another 3 to Chancey's Willa, a gap of 4 more to Never Jamie Sue as they race by the half. Further back it is Jody's Pride and then Brent's Filly, who trails the field. The half in 56-1. Vivacious Victory has a 2-length lead at the entry to the far turn. Heather Doreen is second by a length and a half. Aerodan Dot is third. Courtney D is fourth and still 5 lengths off the lead. Then Queen Jackie, 3 more lengths back to Chancey's Willa. Approaching the 3/4. Vivacious Victory leads it by 2 lengths. Heather Doreen is second by 3.5. Courtney D starts to roll from third. Up around the outside of Aerodan Dot. Then Queen Jackie, who's 6 lengths off the lead, but also beginning to move. Final quarter mile, 3/4 and 1:26. Vivacious Victory, a 2-length lead, 1/8 of a mile to come. Heather Doreen second, Courtney D is third, and then Queen Jackie. Vivacious Victory leads at a length and a half. Courtney D is coming. Courtney D charging after Vivacious Victory. Cindy Anderson, David Avenatti, both trying for a first state fair championship. Avenatti wins it. Courtney D gets there by a length. Vivacious Victory second. Close for third, either Heather Doreen or Queen Jackie. 1:55-4. The greatest victory of David Avenatti's career. He has finally grabbed that elusive State Fair Colt Stakes championship. Illinois County Fair. Folks, what a moment this is. This young man has been coming to the Illinois State Fair with his father, Earl Avenatti Sr., for many, many years. For the first time ever, David Avenatti trains and drives a State Fair Colt Stakes champion. David, you've earned it. Congratulations. Courtney D, David Avenatti. Director Hampton, Jenny Maurer, presenting the trophy now. Sam Glossop's grandson, Clint Glossop from Alabama, congratulating his friend David Avenatti. David Spokes, Earl and Elizabeth are there, his wife, Karen, children, big family winner circle photo. In that photo for third, by the way, the 5, Heather Doreen, was third to complete the trifecta, 6-1-5 on the try. Try to grab a word with David Avenatti next. David, come on over here. David is a native of Chrisman, Illinois, in Edgar County. He's a graduate of Chrisman High School. He attended college at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. David, do you remember the first time you came to the Illinois State Fair?
Yes, I do. We had a little colt, a by the name of B.A. King. My dad brought him here and won the 2-year-old top line pace.
Your first ever state fair champion in the state fair colt stakes. Take us home. What was that last quarter mile like?
Well, my dad always preaches, be patient up here, wait for your turn. And coming off that turn, the mare is real strong in the turn. She can really trot the turn, so I wanted to make sure I moved her about halfway around the turn, get as close as I could and see what we can get down the stretch. And she had a nice little crook in her tail all the way down the stretch because she was on fire. She really had a lot of trot today.
It was a beautiful performance by that mare, Courtney D. It was a great drive, David. Congratulations. You have trained and driven a state fair champion.
Thank you, Kurt.
David Avenatti, he's our winner.